Welcome back, guys. I hope you're having a good time even though with all the crap going on in the world. Nevertheless, we did some tire testing. Unfortunately, it's not the complete test which we wanted to do, but the lockdown in France kind of came in our way, so we couldn't finish it up with the second test day. But I'll show you the conclusion so far. I'll show you what we found out with the tires we tested. It might help you, it might not, I don't know, we'll see. Either way, if you have any questions, hit them in the comments. If you need more info, drop us a mail, a message, whatever, hit us up. Alright, let's get to it. So here you can see the tires we tested on this day. There was another set of these, the Star Performers. Here we got the Federals. These are the Kendas and these are Zestinos. I'll get into details which models they are. Just to give you an explanation, so what we did is we set up a spreadsheet like this. So with the brands, sizes, which wheel it was mounted on, outside temperature. It went from 9 degrees Celsius in the morning to like 13 in the afternoon. Here we got the time of testing, tire pressure. So as you can see, the Zestinos are started on 1.4 bars. So this is like all metric stuff, bar, and with the other ones I started on 1.8. I did a column for grip level forward, so like meaning forward bite. I did a grip level sideways, meaning how far you can push it before you spin out. I did one for smoke, going from 1 to 10, and I did one for longevity to see how long it lasted. I did some remarks here in the back. So before we get into details, you'll need to know, so what I did, we tested it on the Chaser X100. It's a car roughly around 1200 kilo, around 500 horsepower. That's where we are right now. The track is a big proper racetrack, 3 kilometers long, so no proper cool down laps. Rather fast. I ran like 4th gear with the GSR. So that's some info on that side. I didn't adjust anything on the car while doing the test, so it would be equal, and I first wanted to test the tires to see what works for us. And then as soon as we've picked a tire, because it's a big difference from tire to tire, as soon as we got the tire we want, from there on we'll go with the suspension setups. So I had it rather soft on the rear, so it would give decent forward bite, and yeah, other than that I didn't change anything. So the tires, so we started on a Star Performer, which is this one. This is more or less the cheapest summer tire we can get out here. It's rated UHP. Let us check. See, so it's UHP, which is like something for a softer type of tire. I think it has a tread wear somewhere around the 300, but let me see. Oh, I can't find it. It has a tread wear marked of 240, but thing is with tread wears, I don't think you can trust them. So we'd rather go from tire to tire and just test them and see where we end up. So the Star Performer, as you can see, it delaminated in the middle. It was okay left and right, but you can see chunks coming out of it also here, and it was just really slippery. On this car, this tire doesn't work. It worked well on the PS13 for fun events. On this car it doesn't work. Let's see the spreadsheet. The Star Performer, I had 2 sets of them. Grip level forward, I marked it at 3. Grip level sideways, I marked it at 3. Smoke, I marked it at 4. And longevity, since it fell apart while drifting, I marked it at 2 out of 10. But please remember, all these things, they are not absolute numbers. These are based on how I experienced it, and it can differ from day to day, car to car, whatever, but it should be a general guideline for you guys. After that one, so this was a 265. After that one, we went with the Zestino, which was a slightly smaller tire, a 235, 3518, but it was way better. Outside temperature went slightly up, but that didn't help much. Grip level forward, I marked it at a 7. Grip level sideways, I marked it at a 6. Smoke was an 8. And longevity was a 7. So this was much better. I'll show you how we drove it. You can see it's probably quite even wear. You can see it's more worn on the inside than on the outside, but that's due to our camber settings, which we still have to adjust. But it worked out quite good, and pretty much from start to finish, I'd say grip level was about the same amount. To show you the model, this is the Acroa 07A. I think it's rated at, let me check. This should be, it's rated at the treadwear 280. 235 40 18, so there was some stretch on it. We also got the 265 35, but we didn't get to it to test it. But this was way better, of course, than the Star Performer. So far, this was very good. So let's get to the next one. So the next one was the Federal RSR, also in a 235 35 18. So same size as the Zestinos, about same size on the wheel. So I marked that one, grip level forward a 6, grip level sideways a 6, smoke 5 out of 10. Wasn't that smoky, but longevity was only a 2. Biggest problem here was I didn't drive it too hard, but after 4th gear turn, this happened. So as you can see, all the tread, which basically was still like 2 to 3 millimeters, got ripped off. You can see it totally delaminated the whole center section, and it wasn't like I was hogging the e-brake crazy. I was doing the same thing as I did with the Zestinos or even the Star Performers. So these are, longevity wise, quite bad. It might have also been, since it was an old tire, I had this in maybe for 2 years now. So yeah. On the other hand, also the Federal RSR, it's not the newest of tires, and it probably suits a more low power car better than it does the ZX. These worked okay on the PS13, which ran about 350 horsepower at around 1100 kilo. So this was okay, but it wasn't okay on the ZX. So they had decent amounts of grip, forward and sideways. Smoke was okay, but longevity was very bad. So you don't get a lot of bang for the buck on those. Then also on top, something for the US guys, I had a Kenda. It's a Kenda KR20A. These are very common in the US. I had it in a 235 40 18, same as the others. Let me see, tread wear, it's marked at 180. As you can see, I didn't finish these off. Some chunks came out of it, but not too bad. I think problem with this tire was it was very old. This came off of my practice car in Japan. I just moved them over and finished them up, but I wanted to have them in the test too, just to see what it do, since all the US guys are very keen on those. So I marked it grip level forward at a 5, grip level sideways only at a 4, and smoke only at a 4, and longevity at a 5. But they could have gone further, but I was just getting tired of them because I just didn't like the feel on them. On the other hand, I liked this tire very much when it was new, but on the fronts on my practice car, which was a low power ZX 100 in Ebisu, there they worked really well and gave good grip. So yeah, they might be good, they might be bad, I don't know. Problem is for us out here, you just can't get them. I don't know any supplier in Switzerland or Europe who offers these Kendas. So I guess it was a one-time test, or they might come into the market, I don't know. So the conclusion of all this, of these 4 tires, the Star Performer, the Federal RSR, the Kendas and the Zestino Acroa 07A, is that even though this was only a 235, well, so were these, this one, the Zestino, was the best out of these 4. I think if you have a light car, the Star Performer and for fun events is a good choice. It's very cheap. We get those for around 50 to 60 bucks, which is Swiss francs a piece, in decent sizes, in like 265, 35, 18. So it's very cheap. I think though, bang off for the buck, you get most out of the Zestinos out of these 4. The Zestinos work well, they have good grip, they have good smoke and good longevity. They don't fall apart like others, and they work well. So what is left open on the table is we have to do some more testing, but with the lockdown and all the stuff that's going on, it's probably going to be very hard this year. So which other tires do we have in stock and which we actually wanted to test this year? So what we got is the Acroa 07 Zestinos in a bigger size, 265, 35, 18, which is a very common size out here, and what would also be the size we were aiming at for the ZX. These are still the harder ones in the 280 thread wear, so there's softer models available on these. Then another tire we wanted to test is the Volino. This is the Griva 08. So this is marked as a practice tire. It's rather hard in thread wear, but should last extra long. I wanted to test these just to see how many laps you can get on them. So we'll see what these do. Then we also got the Volino Pergea 08R in a thread wear of 200. So this is the softer one. This would be more like a competition tire, something a lot of my friends in Japan run these days, or also in the UK, Europe, across the world, and they seem to be very, very good. And over here we also got the Seknovas. Let me see. The Super Sport, marked at a thread wear of 240. They also in a size 265, 35, 18. So all the future tires we're going to be testing are going to be in the 265, 35. So should be very easy to compare. So we got the Seknovas, we got the Volinos Pergea, we got the Volinos Griva. We got the Zestinos, and we also got some Westlakes. You can see up there some used ones. I have some on the, here they are. Also in a 265, 35, 18. The Westlakes, which are around. These are some old ones. I got them at some point with a car, so I want to test these two. And take into account that they're rather old. All the other tires, they are new from this year. So yeah, if you have any other tires you want us to test on the ZX, let us know. We see what we can get out here. Maybe some of the tire suppliers, distributors want to get on board and send us some tires so we can do an objective test on all these. If you're up to the task, I don't know, maybe you're afraid that your tire's gonna be shit, I don't know. Send them through, let us know. We'll gladly test them, as probably everybody does. But no, we really want to do an objective test on these just to give you guys out there an idea on what works and what not, and what will bring you a lot of laps for your money. Because a very grippy tire which delaminates after like 2 laps doesn't help at all. And it's also not feasible for your bank account. So as said, if there's anything else you want us to test, let us know. I hope we can continue this as soon as possible. I've also tried to add some pictures so you can see how the smoke was looking, so you could factor that in. Yeah, so that's it for today for the tire test. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, as mentioned, drop a comment, drop us a message. Always make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, and if you have any questions, let us know. Yeah, I guess that's about it. So stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.